this happened to Tom, in his infinite wisdom, he decided started one school year, we were going to be sure to have the pledge every morning on morning announcements. Morning announcements, okay? This was, pre-TV, pre-video. This was just going over the intercom. And so Tom comes on and he says, I want everybody to rise, we're going to do a pledge of allegiance. And I guess, as good a planner as he was, he didn't plan this one really well because, and I know how he feels about this. You think you know something, but you really don't. Tom started the pledge and began to forget the words. And he mixed in the Lord's Prayer in there somewhere too. I saw kids, they were doing this and then this and this. Teachers were looking out in the hall wondering if it was April Fool's Day. And I guarantee you that pledge ended with an amen.
Or someplace where we'd been working. Or it would be 6 a.m. and we were on our way to Jessup or Baxley or wherever we were working. The phone would ring and we would see Tom Bigwood. And I would look at it and I would look at Susan and I would say, "It's Tom." And she would say, "Are you going to answer it?" And I would say, "We have to answer it. He is a client." And she would say, "I took it last time. It's your turn."
Actually, Tom almost did not get the job. I was chairing the search committee along with Craig and Ron and some of them. And, so we met with Tom, and he brought his little notebook, Chevy, with all that information in it, and he told us to turn to page 1. Well, I am not the kind to turn to page 1. I'm going to turn to page 2 and take to page 3. I'm going to read ahead of it so that if there's any questions, I can see it. But Tom called me down and said, Miss Sykes, we're on page 1 here. He almost didn't get it.
The first thing I want to tell you that I learned from Dr. Bigwood is don't sweat the small stuff. Now, what do you mean by that? Well, research has said that most successful people wear the same thing every day. And I know I wasted a lot of time trying to figure out what to wear to work. But he didn't have that problem.
But I was in the hallway, and Dr. Bigwood walked up, and he is always very pre-planned with his thoughts, and he said, "Lisa, and no question is just a question. I don't care if you're eating lunch. I don't care what it is. It's not just a random question. There's a thought and a plan behind it." He said, "What are your plans for the future?" For those of you who know me, I like to eat. I said, "Well, I'm on my way down to get a honey bun." And then I was going to come back. And he said, no. And I know he was thinking like you, Mr. Sykes. I don't know if she needs this job. But I appreciate you for taking a chance anyway.
If he tells you something or gives you something more than once because you lost it, it's okay. He's going to give it to you about 10 more times. Miss Sandy, if you hand him something and he loses it, come to my office. I will let you use my printer to print it over and over and over again as payback for the number of times he handed me stuff. Sometimes he would hand me the things that I gave him about 10 times. And I think Dr. Bigwood forgot it originated on my computer. I said, "Oh my gosh, she's handing me back what I gave him." So you feel free to come use my office.